Hello and welcome to Game 2 of the WLW Best of 3 matchup between Zhouxixi spawning in as the pink Night Elf on the left side of the map. This is Echo Isles going up against Fly 100% spawning in as the red orc on the right side of the map. Hello, and my caster, or co-caster as they say today, is going to be Bidoux.
Hey, what's up?
And today we're going to be doing a very professional cast for you. If you saw Game 1, it may not have been the most professional cast. We do apologize.
Or they loved it.
Well, either way, we are trying to cast a lot of games tonight, so we don't have time to go back and recast. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. We do have, of course, the setup. Going to be doing both players going for a altar hero. Sometimes you will see a tavern hero on this map for the Night Elf player. Although it's pretty rare, actually, in Night Elf vs. Orc, so I'm not sure what I'm talking about. But we have the Ancient of War, going to be Ancient of War creeping his green, and sometimes you'll have the Orc player just send his BM and first grunt right over there to immediately try to get the Jack on that green camp.
I wonder what they are saying. I know that Fly just laughed, so I think they're exchanging jokes, but I have a question for you.
Is the first line a laugh? Oh, okay.
I have a question for you. When you say WLW, does that confuse you? Because hearing it, I get all, anxious and giddy. Oh,
no, WLW, I make sense of that. Of course, we have the Blade Master coming out. Grunt should come out. First Grunt should come out as well as about the same time. And the shop is actually very aggressive. With this position of his shop, you can't actually go for this creep camp right here, the green camp right beside it. And, of course, pull that out. Or you can just do a run by. He has two options right there, so it's a very versatile position of that shop. The only issue is that if he gets pushed from the Night Elf, it being this aggressive means that it's probably going to be the first thing that goes down. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It does mean that if the Night Elf player might go for the shop instead of, say, tier 2 buildings or something. And as you can see, with the timing of this shop, it does mean he's actually going to go for that green camp first. So there you go.
Yeah, Zhouxixi is pretty aggressive. I mean, if he's, like you said, if he does get pushed, he's going to be blocking tier 2 buildings, but if he does get pushed earlier, losing a shop early is not what you want to be doing.
Well, what I meant was, if the Night Elf player comes to cancel tier 2 buildings and he sees the shop, he might go for the shop instead of the tier 2 buildings. He might.
But would a smart player go for the shop?
It depends, because if you're in a really good spot where you can guarantee the shop, that's pretty good.
Yep, and Fly going for this blue Ogre Magi, going to get a really good item, and at the same time, Zhouxixi picked up the circlet and the dust, and I think he's going to meet him at the top, anticipating the creep.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to finish off Fly's Blade Master as he walks out of here.
This could be really, really good.
As you can see, he's going to pick up that item. He's going to get the dust.
Almost got it.
Oh, going for the mana burn, but I think he's going to be able to get away now. Of course, he does have that speed scroll if you absolutely needed to. But, of course, there isn't a Boots on the Demon Hunter, so it looks like he's going to be fine. Boots do spawn at 1900, as I've said multiple times before. But, hey, going to go for the Wisp block. Not going to actually happen. Unfortunately, the Wisp a little too late. I take that back. He's going to go for the Wisp now, so you can do a little bit more from that. And, of course, there's a mana burn on him, and now a hit to cancel the salve. I believe the mana burn has to do 30 damage to actually cancel a salve or a clarity. And so it didn't actually cancel the salve. He had to actually melee him one time afterwards to cancel it. Both players, of course, are going for Boots. Blade Master is going to get there first. He should be able to pick up Boots, no problem. And a Dust as well. Selling, I believe that was a Ring of Protection +2. It might actually stick around just long enough for that circlet to respawn, but I don't know if that's what he's doing here.
Yeah, and really good that Fly picked up that the Boots, because now he can start to be a little more aggressive towards the Demon Hunter as it's creepjacking him. And I think he is waiting for the circlet, because that's also a really good item.
Yeah, indeed. And the second thing about this map, particularly, getting Boots is really good because there's only one shop. And so whoever gets Boots has a solid advantage for about 2 or 3 minutes in the game.
And he didn't wait for circlet. Maybe he was just having a coffee.
Well,
I do enjoy a good coffee when I play orcs.
Probably not what he was doing. I mean, he's going for the mercenary creep camp right now, and the Demon Hunter is going to come in here and creep out the 2 Force Troll Berserkers at the shop. He is cutting around that Ogre Mauler, so he takes less damage on his Demon Hunter. As you can see, a very clever way to creep that out. Just going to creep one of those and pick up level 2 and run away. Doesn't want to take too much damage from that, and that was actually quite nice.
And at the same time, Fly is going to creep his mercenary camp and pick up a Forest Troll Berserker. Pretty good mark at the time. I mean, the Elf's going to do the same thing. Sorry, he's not going to do that. The Orc's going to do that because the Forest Troll Berserker is a really good unit to have when you're going against dots, and Xixi is a dot elf. He likes to play dots, so it's really good because usually the elf will cyclone your heroes, cyclone your raiders if they have a good position, and the Forest Troll Berserker is kind of untouched, so he can just go in there and throw in some damage. It's a really good merc to have.
Yeah, and I think we've been seeing more Forest Troll Berserkers being picked up by Orc players in this matchup on maps with mercenary camps, and really the past couple of months. And I think this is maybe one of the, it's almost getting common now to see, and I don't think it was very common to see for a very long time.
Yeah, and we are now seeing, will he attack the shop? No, a smart player will go for the tier 2 buildings, and Xixi is trying to take down this bestiary, and he's probably going to get it.
Of course, this game we did go Beastmaster, which is a more standard way to play Keeper of the Grove. Not going to pick up the Keeper of the Grove on this map. He did do that in the first game, and I think that might have been because he was playing on Tyrannus Stand, which is just an interesting map in its layout. But of course, we're going to see that Blade Master picking off one of those Quill Beasts to get a little bit of experience there, and that bestiary is on its way to being rebuilt, and this time we're going to see a Shadowhunter on this map instead of a TC.
Yep, and the Orc's economy really low on wood. He can't, because he got cancelled on that bestiary, he can't really put up a Spirit Lodge with the standard time, which is going to affect him because he's really going to be playing against Xixi, who's putting up that Ancient Wind, double Ancient Wind, and he's going to be going for dot play. And when you have your
Demon Hunter's in trouble. You might see the Demon Hunter go down. The Demon Hunter is going to go down. The Beastmaster was hexed. He does have the Staff of Preservation on the on the Beastmaster, as well as a TP. So while that was happening, unfortunately, he did have just enough time to actually get a staff off. Unfortunately, I think he might have been having a little bit of delay, or maybe he just wasn't quite fast enough. And here comes
Fly bought a healing salve of the Clarity salve, and he rehexes that Beastmaster, and he's forced to TP. Really good trade by Fly.
Indeed. Very nice play from Fly, as usual, of course. But there's now an Archer trying to run away and out of the base that Fly has built. He actually has built his Spirit Lodge down at the bottom of the map. You may not have seen that by the mercenary camp. And rebuilding that bestiary up in his base right now.
Good call on the Spirit Lodge.
All good. Now we can see he's going to come down here to the shop. That will allow him to pick up the Potion of Invulnerability, perhaps even a Scroll of Healing. We'll have to see what he decides to go for. There's the Scroll of Healing, and maybe he'll put a Potion of Invulnerability on that Blade Master. Picking up Sentry Wards, a very good item. They last for 300 seconds or 5 minutes, giving True Sight, revealing invisible units as such. Very good unit or ward to have. I feel like it's a burp or something.
Yeah, you okay?
No, yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, with the Beastmaster coming down as well, where is the Demon Hunter is the question.
Demon Hunter is still being rezzed, yeah, and Fly has great map control. He's going to take down that Druid's Talon, and his Shadowhunter is almost level 2. He's doing really well with creeping. Probably going to go for that AOW because why not? And I mean, as an elf, you don't have to really worry about hero levels, but when both your heroes are 1-1 or 2-1, sorry, yeah, he's not that big of a, not that in trouble much. Sorry, yeah. I don't really know what English is.
Yeah, so we can see that the elf player right now, he's probably going to be trying to get that Tinker as his third hero, but right now his bigger issue is going to be, can he get a creep jack on Fly? Of course, Fly does have a Sentry Ward placed down, so he can see him coming, and that's going to allow him to go ahead and Windwalk on his Blade Master if he'd like to. Looks like the Demon Hunter doesn't want to mana burn the Blade Master, actually waiting, or at least preferring to mana burn the Shadow Hunter, but since he realizes he's not going to be able to do that, going to go ahead and mana burn the Blade Master regardless. We do have a healing wave being used by the Shadow Hunter, just going ahead and using his mana a little bit to prevent, or at least I guess to discourage that Demon Hunter from waiting around too long to try to get a mana burn off.
And really good meta game. I mean, Xixi knows that he took down that bestiary twice, and the chances of him having an ensnared raider is not possible, which allowed him to be a lot more aggressive with his adept dots. They are now master trained dots, so he can now push against the army. But before on that creepjack, really smart, knowing that his opponent probably didn't have it in time.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good, or what? I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's probably pretty good though.
Yeah, I just lost my train of thought there. Sorry. We do have the 9-elf player right now making even more dots, up to 36 food, and Fly is currently sitting at 49 food. So Fly is at a distinct advantage in this game right now, and he has to go back and heal up some of those units. They are fairly low on HP right now, and I don't know if he has any Fairy Fires currently cast on him. He does actually have it on one Grunt, so he can. I'm sorry. What's his name? Ixi can see where Fly's army is, but he still doesn't know where the Blade Master is, which we do. He is sitting at the shop, probably waiting for a potion of invulnerability, maybe a scroll of healing as well.
Yep, and Fly's also going to try to get level 3 on his Shadowhunter. He's 2.7. Sorry?
Did you see? He just sold his boots to pick up a scroll of healing and a potion of lesser invulnerability. However, he had 600 gold. He's up to 700. He really didn't need to sell those boots. So I'm not sure why he sold the boots.
Perhaps a misclick?
Hard to misclick a selling.
That is hard to misclick.
I mean, it's common to see people get rid of their boots when they're full on inventory slots and they have items to pick up. Maybe that's why. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a circlet right now from the street camp, and he didn't have any item slots on the Shadowhunter, so he's now picking up level 3 on the Shadowhunter as well. So that must have been what it was. I guess he's intending to come down here and creep this orange camp as well as maybe this green camp, and that will give him a full inventory on his Blade Master as well as Shadowhunter, but he does go ahead and use a something on his Shadowhunter, because now it has a an empty inventory slot as well.
I mean, typically in this matchup, you want your Blade Master to be fast because he's got to get into position to attack the dots when he's cycloned.
He is level 4 though. I mean, this does have a marketplace, so he can buy a nice claws on this map. So maybe that's what he's looking to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, boots are a pretty important item against dots, though, in the scheme of battling.
Yeah, I don't know. But either way, I'll tell you what, it looks like we're about to see a push coming in from Fly, and we can see over here that there are some 2 fairy dragons out right now, and a hawk has been picked up, Tinker has been picked up. I don't know, let's see, where is that level? That Beastmaster is level 2. Here's some raiders coming in here. We might see a fight going underway. I'm gonna go ahead and see one of those druids being ensnared. It was actually the lowest HP druid of the bunch. A really nice play. Of course, that Beastmaster is currently using a clarity potion to get back up on his mana, so he can start spamming summons in. Of course, those little clockwork goblins are going to come over here towards the orc army, going to force the orc army to go back off a little bit. And you can see that it looks like
Fly is broke.
Yeah, Fly is at 67 food with 3 Forest Troll Berserkers, which is an odd choice. He's up to 70 food now. Of course,
that's a lot of damage, though. That is a lot of damage. I mean, Zhouxixi really going to have to rely on really good positioning, really good cyclones. His heroes are really good. 3-2-2, or 3-2-1, sorry, is really good heroes to have in any type of engagement. And here comes the engagement. The Demon Hunter is going to get snared and focused, and the Blade Master's ensnared. Do you want to take over?
Yeah, we can see that those 2 fairy dragons are currently using Mana Flay right now, and the Demon Hunter is in the bulk of this fight, but of course those Moonwells are nearby. Going to go ahead and have him ensnared right now. He is sort of in a bad spot, but he does have 2 potions of healing. Go ahead and use one of them, and now he is currently hugging a Moonwell as well as some trees. Of course, being surrounded by peons, so really the main damage putting on him is a Forest Troll Berserker as well as that Blade Master. Going to have him staffed out. Over here with the other side of the fight, we can see a dot has gone down, and of course there is a Spirit Walker taking a little bit of focus fire from a Tinker, but the Tinker is in a really aggressive position.
Dots are in such a good positioning. I mean, Fly's army is just dwindling down. He's got the healing scroll, wow, and a really good healing. Yeah, wow. No, that was a staff.
Staff of teleportation, in fact, being used by the Demon Hunter and going to be able to move all the way over here. Did not get ensnared during that to interrupt it, but we do see that the Beastmaster now in a bad spot being ensnared.
Oh, with a crit, but a really nice cyclone.
Sorry, another cyclone on the Blade Master, trying to save that Beastmaster. May very well be able to do so, and now he's going to get him closer to those wells and back up by his Tree of Life into the closer other wells. We can see that the Shadowhunter is currently low on HP as well as one of those Spirit Walkers and a Raider, and now we can see that the Demon Hunter is currently taking a lot of focus as well and have an ensnare off on that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter may go down right now. It's going to go down, dies.
It's going to go down, wow.
And we can see that the Beastmaster going to run and hug the Tree of Life while that Tinker is taking some focus fire. Going to go ahead and staff the Tinker to the other side of that tree. The Beastmaster, or the Blade Master, not really wanting to go all the way in there. He is currently taking a lot of extra damage, and that Tree of Life hits very hard for 60 to 74. Going to pop a potion of healing, and he is now going to run away, retreating, satisfied with the amount of damage he has caused in this fight.
Was it really a good idea to retreat, though? I mean, he could have rained down a lot more damage with those Troll Berserkers, considering he still has all 3 of them. And he's in a really good position with that Demon Hunter out of the play. I don't know, I think he was wasting some time for that Demon Hunter to come back and for Zhouxixi to replenish his army by running away. I think he should have stuck to it, but here he goes. He's going back in anyway, and Raider going to go down, and ensnare on the Beastmaster. He's going to try to crit it. He gets 1. Wow, 2 crits, and a Cyclone.
Indeed, and we can see that these Druids of the Talons are staying alive pretty much. For Zhouxixi, his food count's been pretty high in this battle. Of course, we can see that Fly is down to 49 food, while Zhouxixi is down to about 45. And we're going to see another staff up here to get that Tinker back towards the back of his base right now, and we can see that the 2 raiders, of course, in the front. All those spirit walkers are currently low on HP. You're gonna see a current ensnare on the Beastmaster, 2 ensnares on the Beastmaster. A surround, of course, part of that is with the Tinker, so the Beastmaster going to be able to get away a little bit, but maybe now getting into a really bad spot right now, trying to micro his way towards those Moonwells. Once again, the ensnares are going to come out. He has 1 more ensnare to go. We're probably going to see this Beastmaster drop.
Yep. Oh, he hides in the back, and I don't think that blade's going to be able to get in there.
The Blademaster can go ahead and Windwalk in there because he's currently not fairy fired, and he'd be able to kill it pretty easily, but he is at the shop, so he does have the ability to buy a potion of healing and potentially kill a Blademaster that tries to do that, so we might not see that happen. A really good position with that Pocket Factory. I'm going to go ahead and see Fly picking off a Moonwell, going to bring the max amount of upkeep to 50 for Zhouxixi.
And at the same time as Demon Hunter's about to pop out, there he is.
So really good timing by Fly.
Zhouxixi. And really good positioning with his dots by Zhouxixi, holding that. I mean, he could have lost a lot of army there. He's probably going to lose a dot there. Yep, and another one here. He doesn't Cyclone it. Oh, he gets a Cyclone off the last minute.
Very close. Yeah, and that was actually, like you said, it was a pretty good fight by Zhouxixi. He was about 20 food down when that fight started, and at the end, after Fly regrouped, there were only about 5 food difference right there. So I mean, Fly, battling versus those Moonwells in the Night Elf space at nighttime, a very difficult thing to do. But he wanted to push the fact that he was putting up he wasn't putting up an expansion, just now putting up that expansion actually. So I'm not really sure why he took the fight. Maybe he thought he could win right there, or maybe he just wanted to do a lot of damage or stop the Night Elf player from expanding, or just said, you know what, I have a 20 food difference. I know the Night Elf player will have an advantage in his base, but I'll get a bunch of experience, and hopefully with a level 5 Blademaster I can win the game. And he has a level 5 Blademaster right now. Did kill the Demon Hunter. Of course, the Demon Hunter is back out. He's level 3. The Beastmaster's level 3, and the Tinker is level 2. So we'll have to wait and see if Fly can defend his expansion.
Yep, and is Zhouxixi going towards the shop, or does he know that Fly is doing something on the side of the base? Did he scout that expansion?
I don't think he's scouted it yet. It wouldn't appear so. I don't see anything over here that could have scouted that. Of course, we
and there's a Blademaster with no mana, and he's ensnared.
If he gets mana burned, he could be in trouble. But he did not get surrounded, so that was a little bit unfortunate by Zhouxixi, because he could, well, yeah, we see as that Cyclone going off, it's not really the greatest spot, so he's going to dispel that. Doesn't want to risk getting that Blademaster surrounded, and now you can see one more Cyclone on the Blademaster. The Fairy Dragon currently in Mana Flare mode and just casting a little bit of damage to these Spear Walkers as they dispel units, and we can see an ensnare on the Demon Hunter as the Blademaster backs off once again.
Yep, and Fly's economy really low, and Zhouxixi is pretty standard for Elf, because, I mean, dots are cheap, and he's maxed out at 50 food, so Zhouxixi's going to take this fight. Yeah, and as long as he keeps these dots in a really good position, he's gonna do really well. I mean, he's not really hitting the positions that he wants, and those raiders are doing a lot of damage. Yeah.
We can see it looks like almost like a dance, having the dots move to the side where the Spear Walkers just were, and the Spear Walkers moving to the side where the dots just were. You can see that Shadow Hunter currently taking a lot of damage, very low, going to pop a Scroll of Healing, and he's going to be able to just get fine as he walks away. Doesn't have enough mana for a Hex or a Healing Wave. Going to go ahead and pop a Healing Salve. As you can see, that Blademaster now in not a great spot, but not terribly. He doesn't have enough mana for a Windwalk, but going to go ahead and get some crits. 184, that is level 3 crit on this Demon Hunter, and the Demon Hunter does have a potion of a Lesser Invulnerability. Going to get ensnared. We're going to see a Raider going down. There's the potion of Lesser Invulnerability on the Demon Hunter, and the Shadow Hunter. You're going to have the mana burn down to 0 mana on the Shadow Hunter.
Blademaster's in trouble. He's got a Windwalk, and he dies! Oh.
Blademaster goes down. That's incredibly unfortunate for Fly. As you can see, Zhouxixi in a really good spot right now, and once again, he's, ending up in a great spot. Should be able to kick out this expansion, and that's going to cost Fly quite a bit of resources right there.
Yep, definitely, considering he's not going to get his money worth, and it just went up, so he couldn't cancel either.
Yeah, and we can see he's going to have to Alter Revive. That Blademaster doesn't really have the resources at this point to heal up his army, as well as going in Tavern, reviving that hero. So it's going to take a little while for that level 5 Blademaster to come back out. Going to creep a green in the meantime. Just buying some time by the fact that the Great Hall has 1500 life, and it's going to take a while with those dots. I think if he had canceled this, it would have been a really bad choice, simply because even though it's really expensive, he has no way to defend his base right now, and this buys a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So maybe that he might be able to skid by just a little bit longer, but this is going to be really difficult for Fly to pull off.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, when he was dancing those dots, he was in a bad position, but Fly running away allowed Zhouxixi to have a really good position. It's easy to get a
Tome
good
of
position. Wow,
experience for
tome of
this
experience
Beastmaster.
for the Beastmaster.
Level
That's
4. Oh, he hasn't used that tome yet, so he's probably going to pass that maybe to the Tinker?
oh yeah, that'd be smart. I mean,
Or
it
maybe
doesn't
not.
really
Or the
matter
Demon Hunter. The
who.
Tinker is level 3 currently. Beastmaster's level 3. Near the Demon, getting the Demon Hunter to level 6 would be good. It's still quite far away, but hey, why not?
Yeah, and I mean, Zhouxixi having really good positioning in those fights, it's making him win. It's what it's all about, and I mean, I already said that, but it's really important.
Well, the Blade Master now about to come back out, and I mean, he's not out of the game. He's just behind a little bit, but I don't know how far behind he is, or if he really is even behind. Right now, he's going to get level 5 on the Shadow Hunter from this creep camp, and then with a level 5 Blade Master popping out, looks like he's about to lose his shop, maybe. That could be the big issue for him. Not going to really run towards that shop, is he? Not with a Hawk right there. I mean, that would probably be a bad decision. He doesn't have enough mana for a Windwalk, as he has been mana burned. Going to lose his shop, and losing your shop when you're in a base fight as Orc, really not ideal. Especially when you don't have any survivability items on your Blade Master. There's no potions of healing. There's really nothing, and we can see that Shadow Hunter actually not level 5. Did he creep? Oh, he wasn't able to finish off the creep camp. Had to leave the Talisman of Evasion actually on the ground. I'm not really sure if he had. Well, I guess he didn't have to, but he did. And now it looks like he's running towards the shop at the bottom center of the map. Of course, there's only one shop, and maybe he's going to pick up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and a Scroll of Healing. If he does both, that would be really good.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Zhouxixi is putting up his Expo zone. Fly might intercept it if he goes there. Don't think he's going to go there. I think he's going to go for the base, not just assuming he doesn't have one.
Well, here's the thing, is that he just bought a Town Portal and a Scroll of Healing instead of a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, and Zhouxixi currently does not have a Town Portal. What?
I think Fly just threw in the towel early.
Is Fly the one who left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you have it. Zhouxixi winning 2-0, best of 3. Congratulations. What a hold, though, at 70 food versus 50. It was a really good fight in the middle game, and odd anticlimactic ending sometimes happens. So there you have it.
I think maybe Fly's army was a little too low, and he scouted the Expo.
I don't see why he would leave over an Expo that isn't even 50% of the way up when his opponent didn't have any way to get back to his base without walking or buying a TP. I mean, Fly could have won that game, I think, but hey, whatever. There you have it, game 2. Congratulations to Zhouxixi. This was for WLW, and we'll see you next time.